This week I was going through my normal routine of editing last week's video while prepping for this one. I was going to focus on another trifecta, either Chase or American Express. But sometimes real life gets in the way of YouTube. I received the tragic news of an unexpected death in my family, and all of a sudden I needed to travel out of town, and family from all over the country had to travel. In the middle of our grieving, we had to book flights and hotel rooms. There was no shopping around for best prices. It was which flight gets us there now, which hotel has availability tonight. And we ended up on flights from American, United, and Delta. And we stayed at IHGs, Hyatts, Marriotts, and Hiltons. Thankfully, we were able to be with each other, support each other, love each other. One thing that all our travel plans had in common, though, was the ability to be booked on points. In our grief, we didn't all book this way. Booking with points takes more time than paying cash, and our number one priority was getting to each other. But we could have, and some of us were able to. The easier portion was booking hotels. If you have transferable points from a credit card issuer, then you probably have multiple options for booking rooms. With Chase UR points, you could transfer points to Hyatt, IHG, and Marriott. American Express MR points can let you book Hilton and Marriott hotels. And while we didn't stay at any choice hotels, City Thank You points and Capital One miles can be transferred there. And that's assuming you don't have points at one of the chains already. Always use the native points you have before you transfer points over. And we could have booked flights in a similar fashion. Point transfers and airline alliances add complexity and options that don't always speed up the ticketing process. But transferring UR points to United or MR points to Delta is quick and straightforward, although there is a fee for transferring MR points to Delta. And I'm sure there were flights on JetBlue or Southwest that we could have taken. When I'm earning points, whether through everyday spending or welcome offers, I'm usually doing it with vacations in mind. Going with Nicole to Antigua, taking the family to Washington, D.C., maybe getting away with everyone to an all-inclusive resort. Fun trips that bring smiles to our faces. But that's not all points can be for. They can save you on a rainy day. When you're overwhelmed, your points can give you one less worry. Not having to stress over cash prices when stressors are piling up is priceless. There are tons of different points to earn and strategies to try. Regardless of which cards you have, or trifecta, or travel strategy, there's a way to make credit cards work for you. A way to earn points or cash back, a way to take your loved ones farther for less, or a way for you to get to your loved ones in times of need. Your points have value. They are a commodity for you to put to use. In those moments when you are in need, don't forget that. We might plan to use our points to go on fun, memorable trips, but sometimes life has a way of upending our plans. I'm never going to advocate for your cent per point to be the only deciding factor of a trip. Cent per point matters, but the trip matters more. While I hope you don't have to take a trip like I just did, remember that the people matter more, your loved ones matter more, a fact that became all too apparent this past week. Until next time, safe travels.